Hi there, I'm Sean. Thanks for choosing this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. I'm excited to exercise with you today, and I hope you brought your energy. If not, don't worry, I'll help you out with that as we go through. For class today, you need a band that is appropriate for your fitness level and a set of dumbbells as well, and also a chair that we're going to use for a few of the exercises and to have for balance purposes as well. If you do want a mat on the floor, by all means grab one of those as well. I have carpet, so I'm not using a mat for the extra padding there. And then also water. Once you have all those things, we are ready to exercise. I'm going to go ahead, start my timer here, and we are together for 30 minutes. The time is going to fly, but let's get started with some warm-up exercises. March in place, right here. Now, march like you mean it. Get those knees up and pump those arms. Let's get that body temperature up. Get those joints ready for what we're about to do. Your body will thank you at the end for taking just a short amount of time in your day. Just a few percent. I think it's like 4% a 30-minute workout is of your entire day, of the 24 hours. So small when you think about the day that you have ahead of you. And it is so good for the body. Now, I'm going to change this march to a march 4 and then a stretch right and left. But stay here and watch me do one. 4, 3, 2, 1, reach and reach. 4, 3, 2, 1, reach. Take your time, reach. 4, 3, reach. It doesn't matter what side you go to first, but really reach that arm. Go, reach and reach. March it. Yeah, big reach. Get those sides stretched out a little bit. And reach. Yeah, a couple more of those. Reach. One more time. March it out and hold. From here, step, touch, step together. Reach those arms and pull. Nice and big movements here. You've got this. Stay here, watch where I go with it. You do 2 step touches and then 2 big squats with arm circles. Step touch, step together. Big squat, circle, and big circle. That's it. Step together. And squat wide. Toes are out at 10 and 2 o'clock. Reach those arms on the step touch. Big squat and circle. All right, a few more there. Squat and circle, big. Get those shoulders ready. 2 more times. Circle it. 1 more time. Big circle. From here, we lateral tap the toes. So tap, tap, and then reach up at the ankle. Big reach with those arms. Keep the feet nice and wide. Hopefully you feel that heart rate going up a little bit. Temperature in the body rising. Getting those muscles and joints ready for the workout. You have 8, 7, big reach. 6, 5, 2 more. Now lunge side to side right here. Feet stay wide. We'll stretch for the inner thigh. Keep the chest up. Let's add an arm reach with one hand and pull. Big reach, pull. Make the movements nice and large. You have 2, and then side to side again, right here. Good. And we just switch arms. The reach and pull. Keep the chest up. Push the behind back behind you. And just the lunge. You have 4, 3, 2, bring it up. Let's march. Okay. we are ready for the first exercise, which you do not need a dumbbell or dumbbells or the band. We're using the chair. So stop the march. We're using the seat of the chair for a plank, and it's a 1-minute plank, all right? This particular class, we're focusing on the core. Lots of ab work, core work, back, and the best way to start, I think, is with a plank that works all of it. So you really want to think about contracting all the muscles around the core and throughout your body while you do this. So the hands go on the sides of the chair, and you can certainly do this on the floor with your knees on the floor if you'd like. Go ahead and try the chair, and you can always bring a leg up like so to give you a little extra support if you need it. Otherwise, we want a straight line with the body. 1 minute. Let's hold it here. So think about squeezing your butt, pulling that navel in and up into your ribs. Now press your shoulders down away from your ears and draw your shoulder blades down your back. Then squeeze your thighs together. Yeah, can you tighten up any more? You should start to shake here. We're at about the halfway mark as we hold this. Now don't hold the breath, just hold the good position. Keep breathing, and you have 20 seconds to go. This is yours, you've got this. First exercise, let's start it off well. Press through the heels, keep everything nice and tight. You have 8 seconds, stay with me. And 5 to go. Ready, and stop. All right, way to go. That's a good start to the workout. The next exercise, we're doing a single leg lift with extension. So you may want to turn the chair if you haven't already to use this for balance, because we will be balancing on one foot. Now I don't want you to hold onto the chair unless you absolutely have to. Just fingertips on the chair, stand up nice and tall, pull that navel in and up into the rib cage. Now when you lift the knee, think about a crunch, and then we're going to extend at the top, bring it back, stand up tall, all right? So lift the knee, crunch, extend, stand up tall, that's 2. Lift and crunch. So think about making your ab muscles do the work. Crunch to lift the knee, and keep that engaged core while you extend the leg and bring it back. Sometimes it helps to touch the muscles you're working. That's why I'm holding my hand here on my abdominals. Crunch, keep them tight, keep them engaged. Stand up tall, crunch. Keep going. Breathe through this. Now, if you want to challenge yourself even more, take that hand off of the chair. And a lot more core work has to happen. Ollie's joining us. Playing with her little ball here. Welcome her to class. She comes in every once in a while. You've been taking classes from me for a while. You've seen her a few times here and there. She just likes to come in and be a part of the festivities. Stop there. Same thing other side. Ready? Balance on the other leg. Lift and crunch, and then extend. Ready? Crunch, extend, and stand up tall. Lift and crunch, extend, point the toes up to the ceiling. In other words, flex your foot. And stand up, crunch. It's not a real big movement, but think about what these muscles right here in your core are doing. Draw your ribs, your bottom ribs, down towards your hip bone. Crunch, and make them nice and tight. Crunch. Breathe through it. Can you balance? Oh, she's gonna make me go out of balance all over the place. This little plastic ball that she has, she absolutely loves, but it drives her bananas at the same time because she can't get a grip on it and it rolls away from her. It's pretty amusing watching it. And one more, come on. Crunch, extend, and release. Okay, we need our dumbbells now. And go ahead and turn your chair around. So it's a single arm row. If you can use both dumbbells, great. If you only want one, go ahead. But maybe start with 2 and then let 1 go. Set it on the chair if you feel like it's too much. Now, I would love to see you do this without any support to work the core more. If you do need support, you can go to your thigh or you can use the chair. So that's why I'm at the profile position here. So I'm going to start flat back, hinged forward, and we row for 15. Row. Keep that core engaged. Pull that belly button up into the ribs. Scoop them up. Row. Pull. And you are 10 minutes in. 1/3 of the class is done already. It goes by so fast. And your body's thanking you for moving it. If you look at it as a machine, it was built to move. Stop. We're going to the other side. So you can stay in that position, face the front. I'm gonna switch sides here. Bent front knee, hinge forward, flat back, and row. Now think about what your shoulder blade is doing as you do this. Is it moving towards your spine every time you draw that elbow up? This is an upper back exercise, working the back of the shoulders and between the shoulder and the spine. Those muscles there, squeeze, squeeze. Stay leaning forward, keep those abs on. We're almost done. And stop there. Okay, the next one, no weight at all. This is a sumo position, kind of like we did in the warm-up. We go right, we go left, hands come together, and then we circle around one way. And we'll alternate which way we circle. So come on down with me. Stay in the squatted position, engage the core, crunch to one side, then the other, and then a big circle around the front. That's 1. Now go the other way. That's 2. You got this. Circle. Keep going. Such a great core exercise. Get in the back, get in the front, get in the sides. You got this. Get a rhythm going there. Your legs starting to talk to you a little bit? Good. They should be. Just 5 more. Crunch. Just 3 left. Woo, 1 more. You made it. Oh, come out of that. Why don't we get some water? Stay hydrated as you work. Very important. Pillar, one of the pillars of health is hydration. Lots and lots of water. If you're a coffee drinker, you need even more water because it's diuretic. It makes you pass faster. Okay, next exercise, you need your band. All right, goes behind you. We're doing a different kind of chest press. So it stays below your shoulder blades and then wrap it around once and maybe twice on one side and then even it out. So you have an even amount of tension on both sides. And we're doing a little twist with the body for the core and then a push. So chest and core working at the same time. 30, 15 on each side. Here we go. Lift that heel off the floor. Little twist for the core. And press it out. Now, if that's too much, the twisting, you can stay right here. And add a little twist here. Just make it smaller. Push, push, push. Or make it a little bigger. And get that heel off the floor, unload. Give me 1 more. And stop there. All right, we get to go to the chair for the next exercise. Now we're on the edge of the chair, so just move your dumbbell and band towards the back. Sit on the edge of the chair, and it's a double leg extension, so a lot of core work. We crunch with both legs. Now if it gets too difficult, you can put one toe on the ground. Just barely let it touch though. You don't want to put a lot of weight there. Okay, ready? 15. Crunch. 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 Another great targeting abdominal exercise. Breathe through it. Almost there. One more. And done. Now, one dumbbell. So just reach behind you. Grab one dumbbell, and we're doing an oblique crunch with weight this time. So on the chair, we lean on one hip, hands on the chair for support. You bring that dumbbell up to the shoulder. We lean so we have a nice line from the top of our head to our heel, and we crunch, crunch, crunch. Yes. Targeting those obliques again. I think I told you at the beginning of class the focus was core. Hopefully you've noticed that is certainly the focus for this class. I want you to get the most out of these exercises to really work that entire core. Stop there and switch. Lean on the other hip. Lean over to the side, bend that elbow, and crunch. Crunch. Now if the dumbbell's too much weight, you can certainly just use the arms. Your choice. Crunch. Make the shoulders move and make the leg move. And make this distance between your hip and your rib, low rib, close. And stop. All right. We get to start over from the beginning. This time through, we do less reps and less time. And then we're going to end on the floor with a few core exercises as well. So go ahead and stand up. And we start with the plank. But this time, it is only 45 seconds. So let's set ourselves up. Hands on the chair. One foot, and then the other. Here we go. Nice strong plank. 15 seconds less this time. So hang with me. Squeeze the butt. Pull the navel, your belly button in and up into your ribs. Now press your shoulders down. Now squeeze your thighs together and make it shake. You're 20 seconds in. You have 25 seconds to go. Breathe. Breathe through it. Think positive thoughts. Good stuff happening to the body right now. 30 seconds in, just 15 seconds to go. Stay with it. 5 seconds, almost done. 2, 1, and 0. Okay, if you need the chair for balance, turn it around, and the single leg, lift and extend. Ready? Let's lift and crunch, extend, stand up all the way. Just 10 this time of each of these exercises. Remember, we crunch and hold, extend, and then we lengthen. Crunch. Keep it tight, keep it engaged, and stand up and tap the toe. Lift, crunch. Just 4 to left, 4 left. Really draw it in, real strong. Again, touch sometimes help. Make that muscle-mind connection. These are the muscles that should be contracting. Release. Okay, other side. So we balance on the other foot. Ready? Crunch. Extend. Stand up tall. Now really easy just to bend over and collapse and do this and cheat. So you have to think about contracting these muscles. Crunch, tighten them up, keep them tight, and then stand up all the way. So it takes intention, intentionality. You have to focus. 2 more, crunch. 1 more. and done. All right. Turn that chair back around if it's not already, and grab those 2 dumbbells for the row. Remember, you can use 1 dumbbell as well. If they're lighter, I suggest start with 2. You can always go down. You can use the chair, you can use your thigh, but bend your front knee, keep your back heel off the ground, so the core is having to work to balance yourself. Now hinge forward with a flat back, row 10 times, row, row. Move your shoulder blade. Wrap it right around your spine. One more. Stop there. Same exercise. Flip it around. Now you can stay facing the chair if you want to use the chair for the balance. Front knee bent, back heel off the ground, your feet on train tracks, not a tightrope. Hinge forward and let's row, row. So if you're not using your arm to balance, you are certainly working your core quite a bit more in this hinged position with this added weight. So keep it strong, keep it engaged. Give me one more. All right, stop there. We have the nice wide sumo squat now, the oblique crunches, and the body circle. 10 of them. Ready? Go to the right first. Right, left. Now circle. Go to the left. Left. Right. Right first. It really doesn't matter too much which side you're going to if it gets confusing what direction we're going, because you work the right and left side every time. Just stay low on those knees. Bend the knees, and every time you go into that crunch, think about contracting those abs. Same thing on the obliques. When you reach, 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 circle one more time. Okay, stop there. Wow, how about some water again? You have 8 minutes of class left. So about 3 minutes of work. Stay with me. Keep pushing yourself to the end. Chest press, so it goes behind the back. Wrap both around once. See how that feels? Maybe you want to do one more for one of them. That's a good amount of tension there. Then you just make sure it's even on both sides. Ready? Push and twist, chest press. So 20 total. 10 on each side. If the heel lifting off the floor and the twist is too much, just kind of at an angle, each side. Thumbs up. One more, and stop there. Okay, now we use the chair again. So bring the chair back. We're gonna sit in it. A double leg extension. Ready? Here we go. Crunch. So your butt is right on the edge of that chair. Remember, you can use one leg if 2 legs is too much. So maybe you do a few with just one, then you go back to the 2. One more. See how fast it goes? We don't do a ton of reps. Obliques. If you want the weight, you're on the hip. Bring it to your shoulder. Nice angle with the body. Lift and crunch. So move your shoulders and move that leg to decrease the distance between your rib and your hip bone. Done. Other side. Set it up. Bring it to the other shoulder. Lean, nice bent elbow, and crunch. Always try and come back to that neutral position where your body's nice and long, and then crunch it. You have 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you can now move the chair away from you. And we're going down to the floor for the last 2 exercises. So one knee, carefully, down to your bottom, and then
roll it down to your back.
and
We have a hip lift start, a hip lift to a bridge. So squeeze the bum, lift up, and then lower. Straight up, squeeze the butt, working the low back as well. Push through your heels for me. Lift and lower. You're 15. Squeeze the butt as tight as you can. Weak glutes cause a lot of low back problems. And this is a fantastic exercise. If you want to add a little weight to the last 7,
you can grab
grab your dumbbell, put it on your low abs, and add that extra weight if you'd like. Squeeze, push through your heels. You're working your hamstrings, your glutes, your backside muscles, and your low back for sure. One more, let's hold it. Hold, squeeze tight. Gonna go tighter. And release.
It's okay. Keeping the feet flat to the floor, knees bent. Now we're doing a crunch to finish out class. 15, ready? Let's crunch.
Draw your wrist towards your hip bone and push the air out. Crunch. Crunch.
This is it.
Good.
We get to cool down.
Way to go. Thanks for finishing.
Strong.
And 3
More. Come on.
Lift your shoulder blades
Off the floor.
Crunch. Crunch.
I think we
And 2 more.
and
Stop there.
there. You made it. Rest there for just a moment. Smile. Woo. Breathe. And bring one knee into the chest and then the other. Rock yourself up to a seated position. 1 foot in, 1 out for a hamstring stretch. Now you can bend your knee if you can't reach your toes so that you can get your toes. And then when you have them, try and then push that knee down. Try and extend the leg. You'll feel a nice stretch. Now hinge at the hip with it, and you're going to intensify that stretch a little. Release, and then let's go back into it again. 3 times. Each time you want to try and go a little bit lower than you did the time before. Breathe through it. And release. One more time on this side. A little lower. Hinge at the hip. Try and keep your back straight. Tight hamstrings also lead to a lot of low back pain. Tight hamstrings, weak glutes, weak abs. It's like the perfect combo. If all 3 of those are there, you have a lot of low back pain. Those are the things you want to target. Reach, extend. And I definitely notice that one side of my body is tighter than the other. That is my right. Release. And again, go down a little lower this time. So if you find yourself in that category as well, it's normal. Just to give you hints on the way you might want to train your body. Maybe you want to spend a little more time on one side when it comes to the stretching. By all means, you can continue stretching when class is done and get a little bit more out of this. Or maybe combine a class like this with a yoga class as well. Release. Okay. You can come to your knees or you can go to standing. So carefully come to your knees, and we're doing a side stretch. So reach to the side. Stretch those obliques. And release. Let's do the same one. Other side. Now really try and lengthen. Make your body long. Make your spine long and then down. Okay, slowly come to standing. 1 foot, push, then the other. Woo. Okay, big reach now. I want you to try and lengthen the abs. So a little arch in your low back, squeeze the butt tight, and reach up to the ceiling with both hands. And release. Let's do that one more time. Big reach now. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Squeeze the butt, Arch the back slightly to lengthen those abdominals. And release. Chest opener. Tight muscles as well, usually in the body. So we want to take the opportunity to stretch these. Release. Big inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Release. And open. Wonderful work today. Again, I cannot thank you enough for spending time with me, for taking care of your body, and especially taking care of your mind. Because exercise certainly does make a difference in what goes on up here. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you can make it back to a class again real soon. Again, my name is Sean, and I hope you keep it healthy. And take care.